Hello everyone, and welcome to this exciting gaming edition of the Entertainment Review. Today we're going to take a look at the incredibly brutal Mortal Kombat X. Now, for those who haven't heard of the Mortal Kombat series, it is basically the reason we have the ESRB, or the Internet Software Ratings Board. This is because when the original released in 1992, it was completely unheard of to have the crazy amounts of blood and ridiculous fatalities that the game had. Now, 23 years later, with the latest installment, the game is still as hyper-violent and brutal as ever. And the game has tons of modes to show this off. The game has a full story mode, which has been the mainstay in the past games from NetherRealms, who started with MK9 with this big reboot. However, unlike the others, this story was significantly shorter from the others, having only a 3-hour campaign, which is terribly short, and I would have liked to see a lot more from it. However, the game does not leave you bored, for it has its classic tower mode, which allows you to play 10 different randomly selected characters. Then when you beat all of them, you unlock this unique special ending for the character that you played as. Along with these two main modes, there are tons of other things that I really don't have time to get into, like multiplayer with its own subsection of a bunch of modes, tons of variable tower modes, and the ability to actually join a faction online, and then you will earn different extra content whenever you win faction war, stuff like that. So as you can tell, there is plenty to do in this game. Now, to on, I think, is the most important part of fighting games, the characters. It is no doubt that Mortal Kombat has had a very unique character list from the very beginning, and now this game has no exception. There are 24 characters total, including some of the original characters like Jax, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, Raiden, those type of guys. And then with also 8 new characters, Kung Jin and Takeda, with Kung Jin being my favorite. And then also along with these new characters, they have 3 different variable fighting styles. These fighting styles just change what special moves they have and adds tons of different replayability, trying to use different characters, your own favorite variation, which adds, again, a lot of variables to it. Also, there will be 4 DLC characters coming out later on, including Jason Voorhees and the Predator, which is pretty awesome. Also, there was a character that came out on launch that was originally a pre-order bonus named Goro. And a lot of people were having gripe with Goro because now you can buy him for $5. It's just kind of wrong to have someone as a pre-order bonus and then bring him back, but that's just one of my gripes with it. Which then comes to another one of my gripes I have, which is that the game itself has so many characters in the campaign that have the assets and should be playable, but instead they just aren't. In fact, one of these characters is going to be a later DLC character, which is insane if you ask me, to pay for something that is basically already in the game. And that goes along with Goro. He's already on the game. And then there's also tons of characters in the campaign that they're there, but you just can't play as them. Probably they're going to bring them back as DLC. So they're basically trying to squeeze money out of you for more characters. Other than that, though, it really comes down to how fun the game is, and I'd say I had a lot of fun playing this. The fighting is so smooth, and each character is unique, especially with those variables, and super fun to play as. And honestly, nothing feels better than getting together with some friends, fighting them, and then rubbing in your victory with a sweet fatality. And let me say, the fatalities in this game are the best the series has ever had. They're so brutal, and I wish we could show them, but they are just too graphic to show. And then if you wanted to ever fight like they do, but then with none of the violence or getting hurt or anything like that, Weird Stuff is going to do a video about these unique fighting suits that Australia has developed. So somewhere it will be a picture right there in an annotation. So yeah, definitely go check that out. Overall, Mortal Kombat is as fun of a game as it always has been, but has been able to add in some great new content that leads to hours of replayability. Again, however, the drawbacks to me were the crazy shortened campaign and the idea of leaving so many characters out of the game when they really should be playable. In any regard, the game I thought was really great, which is why I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 stars. Thank you for watching Entertainment Review this year. Excelsior!